We are about to slam this Audi S3. We are going to be taking it from a stock looking daily driver to a slammed out Audi. Make sure you get braced, get yourself a brew. We've got all the gear and we are about to slam this bad boy on air ride. I pulled all the wheels off the car. This is the wheels that come on the stock S3. These are actually pretty sick alloys. So I'm actually sliding these wheels like anywhere that look like if the jacks for whatever reason failed, the wheels would catch me and save my life. We are looking at the internal suspension on the Audi S3. This is the part that's coming out and this is being swapped for the air shocks in that box. What are you saying? What are you saying? What are you saying? So I'm going to put... Jeez, that was pretty basic. Okay, just about to come off. That was what was on the other end. So the problem with drop links is the back of them spins. So as you're trying to undo them, this moves, so you've got to really wrench it and put a bit of pressure on it. I'm not actually going to run drop links. I want to see what it drives like without them. I didn't have any in my van. I haven't had any in my Golf at one point. I don't think I noticed. I think you notice if you're cornering like crazy, but I don't do that, so I don't really care about driving fast at all. I'm not a speed chaser anymore. I'm a steez chaser. The do's and don'ts of the car world. Number one, don't use a torque wrench backwards, but I'm doing it. Number two, don't push a big, massive, strong arm towards your wing, but I'm doing it because this is actually going well. For once, this is actually going well. Okay, this is getting real right now. I've got a crusty ass nail hammer. I've got no car to go and buy a sledgehammer before you give me shit. So this was the only part that I thought might prevent me from fitting air ride to my own car. Jesus. My camera's the same colour as my gloves. And that right there is a stock shock from an Audi S3. Here we have an air ride strut. Okay. Okay. So, this is where I'm at. These three bolts are in, nipped up, reasonably tight. Reasonably. And we have got a massive gap now. That's the difference so far without the bag even being compressed at all. All in, three bolts are tight on top, air lines in, ready to go. I'm now using a jack and I'm going to jack the hub up into the bottom of the strut. What's nice is we've got the line that we need to go to here, which is pretty cool. There has been a few iconic moments on this channel where this face is hyped, and this is one of these moments because I've just done my very own full solo airbag install. There's one bolt left to go. I'll show you what I've done, I'll show you. Okay, so this is sky high, this jack. Look how tight this is, it's gonna be so slammed. Boom, and she's done. Bag is in, tight. All the hub is totally tight. This bracket's back on and the jack is out and the hub is all the way up. That is an absolute banger. This corner is done. We are going to move swiftly on to this corner. I'm not even going to film this one. I feel like that was so intense doing that side on camera, trying to vlog it all. I'm going to focus on just doing a sick job of this side and then I'll come back when the fronts are done. Day number 2 on the build. I've run into a slight issue, let me show you. I snapped an Allen key bolt. So I snapped an Allen key in the end of the top mount, adjusting the top mount yesterday. So this is going to be a pain in the ass. So that's going to be for a future episode for sure. We're going to drill this out. The rears I don't remember being as bad. hinge bolt at the very bottom, and that's loosening this bolt here. This is where I'm at. The lower arm is fully loose. Oh, nice. Nice. Okay, so stock shock, stock spring. Alright, we are going to do what nobody other than people who are into air ride like to do, and that is drill holes in your car to make your car go lower. When you bag your car out, the air pressure dumps out of the whole system, through the manifold in the boot and out. I like to put my air ride exhaust on the exterior of the car, so out of the boot, so it's go tsh, and it's loud when you've got your windows down and stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do a fifth and final hole on this side here, as you can see, which is going to be for the exhaust. We are installing the rear airbags on the Audi S3. Okay, so hopefully you can see underneath the car right now. So I've tightened this up. This is the bottom of the bag, and then just slightly above here you can see the bag is in. So the bag is in. This is obviously loose because in a moment we jack this up and this lands in this little spot here. Pretty much all we got to do now is jack this up and re-tighten everything up. All the hardware is done on the air build, which is insane, which means I can bag my own car, which is crazy. Let me show you what let me show you what I've done with the place. Okay, right. Starting from here, we've used the stock bottom bolt and we've bolted the bottom of the bag in. We've clipped the airline in, and the airline runs just to the side of the anti-roll bar on the back. It then goes up through the lower arm and up through a freshly drilled hole in the rear, which is there. Okay, so this is the last part of the exterior of the car. And it is time to run the lines to the front of the car. I'm actually worried how well that went. I've ran my line through the underneath of this tray. I'm now going to cable tie it at the front and at the rear to secure it in case the tray ever comes off, which would be kind of sketchy, but I think it's going to be okay. And then I'm going to cable tie it up to like a bunch of components like this thing. Day three, my fingers are a bit twisted. Day 3 of the build. All the hardware is done. Front shocks, rear shocks, front bags, rear bags. All the lines are run, all the grommets are installed. I've been doing it this morning, and I've cleaned the garage. I've got the Frenchies chilling with me in the garage. Morning, I started my morning and got the grommets put in. I put 20mm grommets in around all the drill holes, and basically we've got 4 lines ready. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put these lines into the manifold, and we're going to work out where we're going to put the manifold. So we're going to start with the hardest thing on the whole of the wiring. The hardest thing is getting the wire through the bulkhead. I'm feeling triggered. Everything's ready to go. Let me show you. So I've put this in, I've ran the wiring through the seats. An absolute headache is I've been on this for like 3 hours and I've got nothing done. I basically need to take the glove box completely out to be able to get to the bulkhead wiring. So as you can see, I've put this on the screwdriver. These are the wires for the air ride. You ram these through like a grommet in the dashboard. However, I need this thing. I need this multimedia Audi thing to come out because the last 2 bolts for the glove box are there and the grommet's behind the glove box. I'm thinking I'd rather do it proper legit, so the easiest thing in the world right now is just going to be to go to Halfords. I'm going to have to get a taxi to Halfords and back, because this car's the only car that I've got right now. So let's just get on with it. I'm going to get a taxi to Halfords and back. I need these radio keys, which I'll show you in the next clip. £20 round trip to Halfords. And I've got these. These are apparently for a Mercedes. I just watched a video online and it said that these work. So rather than buying a universal one, I went off a recommendation of a random YouTube video. Spent £20 on a taxi journey. Wish me luck. Oh, ho, ho, gently does it. So then I actually did less and it worked. Hell yeah. Okay. The glove box is out. What an absolute mess. Now I'm going to run the wiring, as promised before, and I'll be right back. There could be many of explosions right now. We're on.
Something is wrong!
Okay, I'm going to try again. Be right back. It is day 4. No one should have to say that. It is day 4 of the air build. Day 4 right now. There is one thing left to do. Let me show you where I'm at. So I've wired. I'm changing these. I don't like this. I've bought some now that I can, because it was Sunday yesterday when you were watching that. So I bought some straight to straight connectors. So I'm going to change that, which is easy. That's a 2-minute job. I ain't stressed about that. Now this is the last thing to do. I tried to start it yesterday. It didn't start, and the reason was because I was trying to wire it. I'm basically wiring my remote, the ignition live underneath the carpet from the boot, underneath the carpet, into the cigarette lighter. And I've cut a load of cables up, but I didn't realise, but that's not the live cable. The live cable's the lower one. Okay, so I've done some wiring. Check it out. So I had to put this brown cable from last night back together, and then I've used this splice monster, which is pretty sick. These are really cool if no one's ever used one of these and you want to splice into 12 volt. With air ride, the compressor uses a lot of grunt, so you want your ignition to be on, aka your engine to be on, otherwise it'll flatten your battery. So you want to run your air ride live off something that only comes on when you turn the ignition on. So when the ignition's on, the cigarette lighter comes on in the back. I've ran the cable underneath, which I showed you before. The ignition live from the air ride remote into this little box, and that crimps this cable, hopefully. We will find out, because if this goes on, when the ignition goes on, we are living the dream. Do you want to hit the ignition, babe?
Yeah.
What do you think of my DIY installed air ride system?
The best installation of an air ride that could ever be.
And give us some tech information on what I've installed.
Something that goes...
Oh! And what are the components called?
A tank.
Yes.
The airlines.
Yes.
The manifold.
Yes.
And then the bags.
The bags.
The bags.
What else?
The shocks.
The shocks, yeah. What else? Is there anything? Yeah, one thing missing.
The compressor.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Jeez. Tekken out. You'd know what to order if you ever ordered me a brand new system as a Christmas present. As a Christmas present.
No, absolutely. For what? Another car?
Tell everyone to smash the like button.
Smash the like button, please.
Okay, it is day 5 of the build. I know, this sounds crazy. So I don't know how much of the footage made it yesterday, but I got everything installed. I got all the boot build done. Everything's literally in. I'm running. The wiring's running. Everything's done. But I slammed it out and I wasn't happy with the rear shocks, the Audi ones. So I am going to go against what I said I was going to do. We are now going to spend a 5th day swapping these air ride shocks for the stock Audi ones. The reason why these never got installed because I was missing these bolts, which I ordered online, which I'm glad I ordered online. I had a sneaky feeling the car wasn't going to go low enough on the standard shocks with airbags. It is official, day 5. Hands are absolutely rotten. I look like I work in a coal mine. The car is complete. Check this out. My God. Insane. Check the tuck on that. I swear these wheels actually look crazy on air ride. Like for an OEM set of wheels, obviously we're getting rotis and we are bagging this, but I actually swear they look mad. It's pretty tight in the garage. Let's take this outside and let's show you somewhere nice and open where we can get some side shots of it, show you it going up and down, go for a drive, see how it runs. Thanks for watching. Let's go and check this bad boy out. I'm going to get cleaned up. I'm going to take it out for a spin. So here we are with the beast. It looks absolutely spectacular. And I am talking, this is possibly the coolest car I've ever slammed out. Love the colour. Actually really like the OEM stock wheels. I'd normally be hungry for the aftermarket wheels, which I definitely am. I'm definitely putting rotiforms on this, but for now, can we just appreciate this on OEM stock wheels slammed? This thing looks mad. What do you think of the beast?
It's very nice.
Are you happy with it?
Yeah, I'm happy with it. That's all I have to say.
Okay, so my beautiful people, this is where we are at. How insane is this thing sitting? So I don't know how the video was edited, but the front slammed out really well, and then the rears didn't tuck hard enough because the stock shocks were on first. So then the bolts then showed up that I ordered, so we've switched the rear bolts and the rear shocks, meaning we could install the air ride rear strut, and my God, look at the beast! Squan! It looks insane. That is tucked to death. Will you get a clickbait thumbnail with me, please?
No.
Well, you just did. You just did. Didn't you?
I did.
Obviously with the side skirts, obviously with a crazy carbon front splitter, that's going to really make it touch the floor on the front and the sides. And I've got my eye on a carbon rear diffuser for down here, which is going to be absolutely insane. But overall, I am just hyped on how the car is sitting. Just look at that. It looks like an Audi advert. That is cooler than an Audi advert. Jeez, can we just appreciate the steez level on the Sepang chrome slammed machine? Damn. Very happy with the mods. You will know that I can change all the bearings and stuff myself and now install all the struts and the airlines and stuff, so there should never be any knocks. If there is a knock, I can take it all apart and check it out because I know how to do it now that I've done it myself. How sick is that? Slammed in one episode. I'm a man of my word. Stay tuned for the next episode, which will be in a few days, where we're going to be installing either wheels or a US front grille. I don't know. If I don't see you before Christmas, enjoy Christmas. Get involved in the comments below. Will you tell them to smash the like button for me?
Smash the like button, please.
Smash the like button, please. And we'll see you in the next episode. Peace.